You know, I still remember that sweltering morning at Joe's Cafe like it was yesterday, the kind of sticky heat that makes you question why anyone would choose to live in this dusty corner of Texas. But hey, small towns have their own rhythm, right? There I was, nursing my fourth cup of Joe in the back booth, staring at this waitress named Emma Thompson, who moved like she'd been drilled for precision, always keeping her left arm tucked away under those long sleeves, even though the AC was wheezing like an old smoker on its last breath. Folks whispered about her scars, called her the freak behind her back, assuming she was some burnout from a bad accident, or worse, never bothering to wonder if there was more to her story, because in places like this, people love their assumptions more than the truth. It all kicked off when this loudmouth construction guy, Brad Jenkins, barged in with his crew from Harlan Builders, strutting like he owned the joint. Brad was the type who'd peaked as a high school quarterback and spent the next 20 years bullying anyone smaller to feel big again. Probably because deep down he hated how his life had flatlined into hauling bricks for a boss who treated him like dirt. He zeroed in on Emma right away, smirking as she approached their table, notepad in hand, her voice steady but guarded. "What can I get y'all started with?" But Brad couldn't resist, leaning back with that fake laugh that bullies perfect, saying loud enough for the whole place to hear, "Damn, girl, why you bundled up like it's Alaska in here? Hiding some nasty burns from a kitchen screw-up? Or maybe you're just ashamed of those track marks. Come on, spill it. We all know this town's full of meth heads who blew up their trailers." His buddies chuckled nervously, shifting in their seats, but no one spoke up, not the old couple at table 4, Harold and his wife, who exchanged glances but stayed quiet, figuring it wasn't their fight, or the cook peeking from the kitchen, gripping his spatula like he might intervene, but thinking better of it, because hey, customers pay the bills. Emma just kept her cool, that mask of hers cracking only in the tiniest ways, a slight tense in her shoulders, her breathing a bit more contralite as Brad kept piling on, tossing 2 crumpled bucks on the floor like trash, sneering, "There's your tip, sweetheart. Pick it up and buy some makeup to cover whatever horror shows under there. Looks like you tangled with a blender and lost." She bent down slow, deliberate, but as she straightened, Brad shoved her hard, maybe out of pure spite, or because her silence made him feel small, like she was challenging his little power trip. And her sleeve rode up, exposing not just the scars, twisted and raw from what looked like fire and shrapnel, but this tattoo. 2nd Marine Division, Fallujah 2004, with crossed rifles and that unmistakable insignia that hit me like a gut punch, because I'd worn the same one back in the day. That's when everything flipped. I'd been sitting there for hours, doubting myself, clutching this faded photo in my pocket of my old unit before that nightmare patrol, searching for 18 years for the medic who dragged me from a burning Humvee, thinking she was a ghost, or worse, dead like they told me. But seeing that ink, those scars that screamed sacrifice, not accident, I froze, then bolted up, my chair scraping loud as the diner went dead silent. Brad was still laughing, pointing. "Oh, look at this. Boys faking military cred now? Bought that tat online for sympathy points? Pathetic, as if someone like you actually fought probably can't even point a rock on a map." His words dripped with that insecure venom, born from years of resenting anyone who might have done something real while he played tough guy in a safe world. But he didn't notice the shift, how folks were staring at Emma now with dawning respect, or how I was closing in, my voice cracking as I whispered, "2nd Marine. Fallujah, summer '04. And her eyes went wide, recognition flickering like a spark in the dark. She backed up a step, tray clattering, but I pressed on, gentle, like approaching a spooked horse, pulling out the photo, saying, "Sergeant Thompson. Emma, you're the one who pulled me out that night, aren't you? David Reynolds, remember? The convoy hit. IED flipped us like a tin can. Fire everywhere. Rodriguez gone in the blast. Thompson bleeding out in you. You charged in. No gear, just guts, yanking me through that twisted window as ammo popped off like fireworks, then going back for him even as the second bomb cooked." Her face crumpled, tears spilling as she whispered, "They said you didn't make it. Shipped to Germany. Too far gone. I thought I failed you, failed them all." And in that moment, the guilt she'd carried for years poured out, that survivor's weight of why me? Why not them? While I'd spent my time hunting her down through VA lists and forums, needing to say thanks for the life she gave me, for my kids who exist because she chose hell over safety. The place erupted then. I turned on Brad, my voice booming like a sergeant calling out a recruit. You want to know who she really is, you entitled prick? July 12th, 2004. Fallujah 120 degrees, sand in your teeth, death around every bend. Our Humvee takes the hit, flames eating us alive. And Emma here, our medic, runs straight into it, pulls 14 of us from wrecks that day alone, taking shrapnel in her back to shield me, earning a Bronze Star she never brags about, while you sit here mocking scars that saved lives you're not worthy to shine boots for. Brad's smirk faded fast, his face paling as phones came out, streaming "Live the old vet." Harold standing now, growling, "Shut your trap, boy, I did nom, and I know real when I see it." And suddenly the crowd closed in. The manager, Bob, a former Marine himself, bursting from the kitchen, barking, "Out, Jenkins, and don't come back or I'll have you up for assault." Brad's phone lit up like a Christmas tree. His boss from Harlan yelling over speaker, "What the hell did you do? Sites crashing with hate mail. You're fired. Don't show your face." As viral justice hit him square, his crew abandoning him, the whole diner applauding while he slunk out. Broken, that swagger gone forever. Emma and I hugged then. Years of pain easing just a bit. She got promoted on the spot. No more hiding those scars. And Joe's turned into a vet honoring spot with her photo on the wall. A quiet hero finally seen. Fast forward 6 months, and Brad shows up again, not strutting, but humbled, leaner from real work at the local vet center, handing over an envelope with $5,000 from fundraisers, saying quiet like, "I lost it all: job, marriage, everything but volunteering showed me what an ass I'd been, rooted in my own bitterness from a dead-end life, resenting folks like you who did real good." Emma paused, studying him, then nodded. "Everyone gets a shot at turning it around. That's what the service drilled into me. Keep showing up." It wasn't full forgiveness, more like a door cracked open, leaving you wondering if real change sticks, or if some folks just fake it till the heat dies down. What do you think? Does Brad deserve that second chance? Or should folks like him stay buried in their mess? Drop your thoughts below, share if you've seen karma hit like this in your neighborhood, and let's chat about when forgiveness crosses into foolishness, especially in tight-knit communities where old grudges linger. Hit that like if this story got you thinking, and subscribe for more real-life twists that prove life's wilder than fiction.